disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. Tick, tick, boom. Hard body, and not scaring nobody. You make me resort to wildin'. You must be blind by the diamonds. I don't want it to be this way, but y'all won't need to try this. So it's no way around it. You the loudest one, it's going quiet. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. Rowdy, we get rowdy, rowdy. We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ahead, going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep. It's go, 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 go time.
Welcome, everybody, to Dueling Aces for June 24, 2025. Me and Zolt just rolling in the deep.
We did a whole show before we even went live.
Yeah, just
it was
about.
So much better than the show y'all are about to see.
Hey, we have held our own very well before in many a different shows.
That's a fact.
So let's jump right on into the wonderful title of your subsidiary.
I told you I wanted to get that fill in the blank out of the way because something on there was about to change, and Oklahoma City is no longer never. Congrats to the Thunder. Good job. Money was made all around. Good job.
What I found funny was there was a clip of the Pacers coach prior to the game. He's like, yeah, we just turned around and came through like by where the buses were, and they already had it painted champions and everything for their parade.
That was fast.
And I was like, wow, that's ballsy. That is super ballsy when your buses are painted before the game even starts.
Yeah.
That's when you just know, oh yeah. If you're Indiana, you're going, all right, a little more extra motivation to turn around and stop them. And if you're OKC, you're going, we will bury you now.
Right.
That was phenomenal. And let's not forget, we can quickly turn around and say that the Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champions again. Repeat.
Yeah.
And I think about Mr. McDavid touching the trophy.
Yeah, I'm sure people will bring that up, but I mean, that was just an all-around failure on Edmonton's part. I don't think they just got outclassed. Florida was a better team. I mean, 2 years running. So
yeah.
Hopefully,
hey, it's like the Red Wings dynasty. When you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, that's just it. So,
you know, for all of you 609 folks, by the way, who are missing Sam is on temporary assignment this evening at a minor league Philly game.
Yes, folks. In the span of what, 2 months, maybe month and a half.
About 2.
The rookie's already calling in sick.
I like your other way you put it. He's still on probation.
He's on probation and he's pulling this crap. Yes.
First 90 days.
Man.
I'm telling you.
These kids nowadays.
Yep, those youngins. No respect.
None.
No respect at all.
So, since we brought up the NBA, and I know the NHL is the same way, I'm gonna personally air my grievance that I have with those two leagues that I've been complaining about in the chat multiple times now. You are in the playoffs. Your league in this case is in the finals. Why in the hell do you not have a roster freeze? Why are you allowing teams to trade players during hell before a game 7 in the finals? You're allowing a trade to go through. What are you doing? It just number one, it feels amateurish. Like, what are we doing here? And number two, so that means playoff teams are at a disadvantage because they can't move their players until they get eliminated.
Right.
It's bizarre. It just feels wrong and bizarre, and I don't know why this is even a thing. I mean, great. It's random news on, a Saturday afternoon. And you're like, oh, something happened. Oh, NBA trade. Why are we trading players? We have a game tonight.
Yeah. I mean, the NFL doesn't do that crap.
I mean, hell, the NHL will lock their rosters for Christmas, but they won't lock it during the playoffs.
Playoffs. It
Weird.
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I have been taking full advantage and using every opportunity to throw that in chat. It's like, why is this a thing?
Yeah. I don't even know if baseball. Yeah, baseball doesn't even do it.
It doesn't make. I mean, it doesn't make sense. So I assumed baseball at least looked into it at one point. But I mean, NFL, that's pretty cut and dry. It's like you have your cutoff dates, and it doesn't start up again until the league year. And you can work out and as we've seen, you can work out whatever arrangement you want. That's fine. Nothing is official until this day.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, you can even cut players 3 months ahead of time,
Very true.
which we're only like 2 weeks out from all those players actually being cut and re-signed to wherever they're going.
Right. But and then of course, and baseball's also got that weirdness of, oh, we're doing our draft.
Yeah.
In season.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, when you're not seeing that player for 5 years, it doesn't really matter. Thank you for bringing that up. Another beef I have with the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Your draft is 2 rounds. 2.
Yep.
60 players total. Why the hell is it 2 nights? Why do you have round 1 on one night and round 2 on the other? Why? Number 1, ain't nobody care about round 2. It's like round 7 in the NFL draft. Nobody cares.
Round 5.
And I threw this in the chat on Sam's show yesterday. I'm like, at least they didn't do the NBA thing, which is we're going to have round 1 on Thursday night and round 2 will be Sunday.
Well played, sir. Well played.
It's ridiculous. There are things that league does that make no sense. None.
And especially, the only thing that I thought that delays something like that is generally because maybe there's a concert on either that Friday or Saturday, which you don't know the NBA team if they're going to be in the playoffs. So you kind of got to work around that,
I get that. That would be a hell of a lot of concerts for the NBA. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's a lot of concerts at those venues. Remember, those teams are leasing out those particular venues.
I get that. Yeah.
Oh no, Sam. I'll let Dave address you. And your 90 days.
I just want to let you know that when you're in your probationary period, calling in sick is kind of frowned upon. I'm not terribly sure if you just missed that during the orientation or what, but really watch yourself. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
But
what the
no,
hell was I saying? I got interrupted to yell at Sam.
I'm saying about the scheduling and that they would have the
I don't buy it.
locations.
I just don't. I mean, NHL figures it out, and most of their buildings are dual purpose now. So you could figure out a way. I don't know why the hell they do that. Don't give me this. Hey, Clint. Um, I just don't buy it. I don't. And don't give me load management, because if you cared that much about load management, you'd have a shorter schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, why the hell is the NHL managed to figure out a way to do 2 rounds in the span of time you're figuring out how to do one? Meanwhile, you got a team sitting over here for 10 days waiting to play. It just,
Getting cold
yeah,
on top
doesn't
of it.
make any sense. It just doesn't.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, if seriously, not to compare apples to oranges, because they're not the same thing. But
What's up, Clint?
if hockey can go to like 3 OTs and then turn around, switch cities, and be playing the night after, skip a night and then you're playing again, I think NBA players might be able to do the same. Maybe
And hockey is more physical and more demanding on the
just a
body.
little bit, just a
Just
little bit.
just by 85%. No big deal.
And hey, all you guys out there in the chat, if I'm wrong, tell me. I ain't got no problem being told that I'm wrong. I won't believe it, but feel free to tell me.
Right.
It's fine.
And I like what you're saying about, a lot of, the newer venues. And I know that that's one big thing on why Cleveland, with the whole thing with the Browns and the Brook Park thing. It's like, dude, you can host the football game and then, yes, in the other part of the venue, hold a concert.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's gonna be the future, and especially with major cities, that's gonna be a win-win situation. I mean,
Oh,
look
hell.
at SoFi.
Hell, look at Detroit. Little
Yeah,
Caesars Arena. You've got the ice, during the NHL season, the ice is down full time. When the Pistons got to play, you throw down a couple layers, you throw down the wood floor, play basketball.
Clint says, even when I'm wrong, I still right because in my mind, I'm always right.
Clint gets it.
Yeah.
This is,
No, but
see,
I'm just saying for the Cleveland thing, though, I mean, it
yeah,
is two separate things that
two
you
separate
can
things.
have going on. I mean, and if you, well, I was going to say, you could have like the Tigers playing and also, the Wings playing at the same
Yep.
time, so, that wasn't uncommon. Well, back when I lived up there, it was very common. And downtown is
Right.
bustling out in nobody's ends,
Well, okay,
and
so yeah, back when you lived in the area, if the Tigers and the Wings were playing in the same night, that's two completely different parts of town.
but still
Completely different
everybody's
parts
down
of town.
there.
Oh, and speaking of which, I know you're not. I don't know if you've heard the thing. Detroit Football Club, aka soccer for unwashed masses, are planning on building a stadium in Corktown.
Ooh, interesting.
Yes, I've seen the artist renditions of it. So
Nice.
we shall see. We shall see.
Hey, it it's
It
another
means something.
plus. It's another plus one.
There's only so many buildings to buy in the stadium casino district.
Right. But of course. But hey, I mean, but it gets everybody coming in downtown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cleveland, on the other
Absolutely.
hand,
Not so much.
they're it's a pain with the baseball game to begin with. I mean, parking is atrocious in the multiple weird facet sections that you've got. I mean, even if everybody takes the rapid from different parts, I mean, it's still it's not laid out very well.
Yeah.
And I think that is also one of the big keys that they're like, hey, listen, we're just going to move things just a bit outside. It's still the Cleveland area, extremely Cleveland area. It's not outside of the realm by that much.
Right.
I don't think it's that big of an ordeal.
I mean, you could go just about anywhere, just don't go north.
Yeah,
You're going to have a problem.
just a little bit. You'd be all wet.
Or you go way north and just bring your passport.
No, I don't think they'd like to.
No.
I think they'd be sitting there going, no, we're going to take Buffalo first.
I was going to say, they get enough crap from Buffalo and Detroit.
Right. They're like, no, they're looking at us going, yeah, that's the last thing we want.
No.
The answer is just no. No, thanks. None needed at all. But I do think, I seriously think that, yes, for any of the major cities that have 3 to 4 major sports teams, and yes, the soccer thing is going to start growing, and
Yep.
it looks like that's going to be a thing that's going to be here to stay. That's probably going to be what's happening. And I mean, that's not a bad thing, especially if you can still have an arena or such, or an auditorium for your concerts.
Yep.
I mean, because primarily you're always losing out almost that quarter of that arena that you're not selling because it's backstage.
Yeah.
Well, just
quarter to a third. Yep.
Right. Just set your auditorium up and broaden it out. And you're not losing any money.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that side or a concession side or whatever and all those seats that you're not selling. You know? I mean, unless you're going to have something that's centralized. I remember going to the Palace of Auburn Hills once for a Howie Mandel show. Wouldn't say concert, but for a show.
God
And it was set up center floor.
Yeah.
He was set up center floor, and he worked every direction beautifully. I was impressed.
Quote unquote in the round.
Yes.
As they call it, in the round. Yeah.
It was impressive to watch him.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. More impressive was the cam. It's like, man, where were the cameras set up at? Because boy, they were hitting him from all 4 sides pretty well for the monitors up above. But he really did. He worked every freaking angle, and he did it beautifully. I was like, okay, not too shabby. How he can really work the room. But yes, why not have a full size auditorium set up?
And to be fair, I thought the Palace as a building was set up very well for just about any event. It was even, obviously it was where the Pistons played till they moved back downtown. So you've got a rectangular floor surface, but the stadium itself is round.
Yep.
So it lended itself well to other events, which I'm sure is why they built it that way. It was very much I thought, a really good venue. Down, you had your nosebleed seats where you couldn't see much, but that was pretty well built until they tore the damn thing down.
Right. And I had the pleasure of going to see a few shows there, as well as actually working security and crowd control departments for the Palace itself, and learning all the nooks and crannies and ins and outs as well. And you're right, it was a very nicely laid out building, and it was perfect for a lot of different concerts. And it, like you said, they literally didn't have too much of an issue minimizing that make of that
Yeah.
backstage section because they, like you said, they designed it that way so
Yep.
that the setups would be very quick and almost invisible at times. You
And
wouldn't have even been able to tell.
and not to take it too far into the, out of sports and, into real life events. My high school graduation was at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Really?
Yes. The district had 4 high schools, and every year it was a rotation. All 4 would go the same day, but it was a
Wow.
rotation as to what time each high school got. And as I recall, I think we were first the year I graduated, which meant we had to be there at like 6:30 in the morning, and graduation
Ooh,
started at like 8, I think.
ouch. That's
But
early.
yes, so yes, as you feel it, George. I feel it, George. I'm old enough to where my high school graduation venue has been torn down.
Yeah. I was gonna say my whole high school's gone.
Yeah, that's
My whole school's gone, dude.
yeah.
The whole school is gone. Long gone. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's not nothing for me. All right, sorry about that.
Nah, you're fine. It's
I
all
must
good.
have
It's all good. We're a
must
nice,
have popped off.
relaxed show.
Yeah,
We got some of our quality viewers like Clint. We've got
Sam
some of
was in and
our
out.
issue employees like Sam. Uh, Bruiser's off, taking a cold shower at the gym since his air died. You know, it's good times.
and
If
and
if you
trust me,
if
the
you if you can't tell from the voice, the entire household has been sick. It's it's just been it's been lovely.
we've had our third day in a row of 100 degrees down here.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
whew,
Great.
oh,
Lost power for about an hour on Sunday.
oh,
I think
I'm
I think, I think the
I'm
house went up like 8 degrees in that hour.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed we don't have that issue.
Yeah.
It was bad enough Sunday that I'm just glad we had some spare fundage, and I went and I bought a small window unit for our bedroom and Bryce's bedroom, and at least we can sleep at night.
Yeah. Right.
And purchasing power is hooking up with the front living room
There
replacement
you
unit.
go.
Yeah,
So,
so that helps.
so I, we we said it. So NBA's done, NHL's done,
Yep.
Major League Baseball's in full swing, but you're still not even to All-Star break yet.
No,
So,
and we've
eh,
we've beaten the horse of the
we have
umpires.
for this
You know,
show. For this show, we've beaten the horse because
the horse
without
the
without
horse just looks around the corner and goes, "Oh hell no,
without
we don't even get a
without
chance to beat it no more."
yeah, without Burrich, there's usually no horse here. Um, and NFL is okay. Well, we're past OTAs. Kind of waiting on training camps to start up in a few weeks here. Maybe like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah,
I
I was gonna
know.
say, and I mean, we're not even thrilled or even half intrigued about the delay of the Aaron Rodgers signing with Pittsburgh. It's like,
No.
okay, it's just a matter of when this loser decides to sign. It's like, okay,
Well, yeah, it had been a week, so you saw what he did yesterday, which when he came out and said that this is going to be his last year, he thinks he's going to retire after this year. Got to keep that camera focused, man. It's got to be on him the entire time.
mm-hmm. Yep.
But no,
And
no,
Pittsburgh, I love the fact that, the quote came out and Rodgers is just like, yeah, I told him if they drafted Shador, I wasn't coming. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
yeah,
Not buying.
you're going to
Not
sign
buying.
with whoever's going to sign you,
Yeah.
whoever's willing.
willing and able.
But I know we're just kind of at that down point a little bit. And there's we've got things to look forward to. My fantasy league, we're starting to get into the off season. I got a couple things to pitch to those people, well, you yourself included. Um,
I was going
you
to say,
rem-
I have to, I've got my stuff probably about still another week and a half out.
I was gonna say you are about 2 weeks away from me asking you what the draft order is.
Well, we're flipping around dates,
Yes,
and
yes, you did.
I just have to finalize. I have to finalize that as well, and as well as locale. So once that gets officially official, I've already spoken with the half of the Ohio group already,
Ah,
who are in agreement with and are cool with the whole schedule swap too. They're like, oh, okay. So,
have they sobered up from the draft?
um,
Hopefully not.
the Ohio group,
Yes,
well, I would say by now, I think so.
maybe.
We just know that the belt is shifting back into Adam's hands.
Who does
So
who does
he's intrigued with.
who does Andrew have to hand that off to this year?
Um,
I'm trying to remember. I know it ain't me.
I
Oh,
know
I'm
it
gonna
ain't
make you.
me.
I'm gonna make you look this up.
Son of a biscuit.
That was that was me in figuring out the consultation bracket because I'm like, wait a minute, who the hell gets to decide where they pick
I was
for
gonna
the?
say because I was in the playoffs,
Yes,
so
you made the playoffs.
I made the
Um,
playoffs, which was a nice feeling again to be able to do that with the limping that my crew
right.
did.
For
Holy cow!
for anybody wondering, I've said it before on the show. I'll say it again. They're neat little facet to my league. If you don't make the playoffs, then we have 10 teams, so 4 teams don't make the playoffs. If you're one of those 4, you go into the lose. Sorry, not the losers. The consolation bracket.
Brackets. Yep.
So you got 2 rounds of play in the consolation bracket. If you win the consolation bracket, you actually get a prize. Your prize is you get to choose where you draft in the next season. So right now, that is Mr. Joe Schroeder who gets to make his selection. I know he just literally threw out one randomly in the chat, and I reminded him, sir,
You
it's
have
too
time.
early. You have time.
Yeah, it's like, dude, you've got time. You
And
don't
it's the
have
same.
to announce.
It's the same thing Andrew did
Yeah,
when he went last year. He's like, one. Oh, okay, what if that's what you want? I'll give it to you. I don't care, but I'll let you think on it for a little bit. But I mean, I looked it up, and that was the famous kicker bowl for the consolation bracket. It was Andrew and Joe, and they both benched all of their players except their kickers.
no way.
Yes. So I think the result was like 10-7 or something like that, and Joe won.
Oh,
Ah,
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Boss man has kicked
oh boy.
me.
Oh boy.
Tomorrow we need to hammer 533. I might in check out and fill out their deliverables. Okay. He's one. He's got his thing set up 24/7. So it's like, okay, we'll get with you on that one. But yes, I do the same thing, and mine is set up where if you win it, you basically how you finish between all the consolation games. It's picks 1 through 4, and that's how the
Yeah,
order
yeah.
gets done.
You
Which
set
is
it up to punish the people in the consolation bracket. I understand. That's
well,
fine.
it's the Sudbury rule, you know
I I
that.
understand your need to punish Sudbury. I do. I really, really do. However, he's not the only one in the bracket.
I get it.
But to be fair, I don't think I ended up there this year. I need to look at that now. I was gonna say I didn't fall out in your league this past year, did I? I think I made the playoffs.
My boss is actually saying he's surprised I'm still up. I'm like, sorry, I do have a podcast on
You're
Tuesday
busy.
evenings. He's gonna be like, what? It's like, yes, must still normal life must go on outside of work.
See, now this is where it's been forever. So now I need to sign back in, and will this password work? Nope, it will not because we
Right.
already did
I
it.
was gonna say, I'm sitting here going, okay, I need to get to my leagues and see where exactly.
Nope, that
Oh
ain't it.
Jesus, I had some horrible fantasy names last year. Good
Nope, that
God.
ain't it. Oh,
Let's
oh,
see.
we
CJ's
have a
not
winner.
worthy. Puka's pretty swift, and Purdy's moody all of a sudden. God, next year I need to do better.
Okay, let's see where I'm at here. Okay, Better Call
Oh,
Hall.
it makes me want to activate the leagues.
Yeah, Kamish, what are you doing here? I mean, this
All
is
right.
like it's almost July. How have you not reactivated your league?
Well, usually it's on an auto
Yeah,
setup.
that's true. That's fair.
NFL is usually always auto activated it per se. Okay. So let's go back to my league sheet and we can see you were inquiring for the DA one, right?
No, technically, I was inquiring about the MIAs.
Or MIAces, I'm sorry.
Where's the damn history? Wait.
Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Go to the league. And we've got
History. There it is. Oh
have
my
to go
god.
history. Yep.
I have to remember how to do any of this.
I know.
Um,
It's just like, what?
who is
Hawk
that?
Tua.
Who even
Doug?
is that?
Doug.
No, I have
Yes.
2024 league. Hang on, I have 2024 league champion Browns hater. No,
No. For MIAces?
I think that's where I'm at. Nope, sorry, that's Dueling Aces.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Did Suds win Dueling Aces?
He doesn't get anything for it.
How could you let that happen?
I think I missed a few weeks in that one.
You missed something.
I missed a lot of I had a lot of injuries in that one. I think I was at the point of God, there's nothing left in the free agency pool even. It was just bad. But
Okay.
no, Mr. Kaufman actually gets the belt.
Doug wins. Wow.
In fact, Diana was even asking me, she's like, does Doug? I says, nope. I says, I think Doug was really on up in the, I knew he was up in the top 4. I said, so nope. I says, and now that we know he's going to be taking home the hardware.
Impressive.
Yeah. Extremely. I want to say that might even be the first.
Really?
Yeah. I think that might be Doug's first championship in DA or MI Aces. Yeah, I think it might be.
Where the hell's the... Can I look at just a damn bracket?
Yeah, Doug beat Andrew to get there, and you were in third.
I came in third. Okay, all right. Respectable.
Yeah.
Respectable.
Uh, I can't even stomach it. I don't even think I won the consolation. I think I'm picking. Yeah, I'm picking third. It should prove interesting picking in third. Jamie's got first. Suds. It's no surprise. Suds,
So it's a second.
Suds is always in that bottom four for some weird reason. It's real simple. If Suds didn't win it, he's in the basement.
Right.
He never can do 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. He is either 1 or he's 7 through 10. And then forgot who this is. Oh, Griffith. Ouch. Ooh,
Griffith is fourth, really.
yeah. He had a rough year too. He had a very rough year too. I'm very intrigued to see, and because I know that they do set this up already, because they will sit there and they'll go through players, and I want to see who they've got first.
Oh, overall
Huh.
for this coming season?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't looked it up via your scoring settings yet. I've glanced at them for mine.
Where is?
Well, I mean, I can tell you right now, it leads off with a wide receiver.
This is interesting. Why will it not give me? Okay. Wow.
What do you mean the live draft lobby is closed at this time? How dare you?
I know. What? Oh, you know what? I bet I can go into that though. Let me see if it will let me go into. Nope, it won't let me get into that. Darn it. Usually I thought I could sneak in there and see what the submit draft order looks like. But just based on the projections section, your leading quarterbacks, touchdown wise, Burrow with 34, Goff with 32, Mahomes and Baker Mayfield at 31, and Lamar Jackson at 30. Then they actually put Dak Prescott in there. They had the balls to put Prescott in at 28,
Of course.
followed by Brock Purdy at 28, followed by Josh Allen, CJ Stroud, and Bo Nix, all at 27, with Love and McCarthy and Daniels rounding out in the top 10 with 26. Yardage, Burrow still creaming through everybody. Burrow, Goff, Mahomes, Purdy, Prescott, Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence. Okay. CJ Stroud, Jordan Love, Matthew Stafford, and Tua. I don't know if Tua is going to make it through the season. Leading running backs. No surprise. Saquon
Yeah,
Barkley.
I was gonna say you know who that is.
Yep. Derrick Henry, Bijan, Jonathan Taylor, Jameer Gibbs, Ashton Genty for the Raiders, Bucky Irving, Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, Brees Hall, rounding out the top.
I have a silly question. I know you're looking up players, etc. I'm looking at the player list, and whether it's for last year or projections for the upcoming year, it does not list anything in fantasy points.
No, it does not.
So how are you getting your list?
I click on what the projections
Ranks?
for the rushing yards.
Oh, okay.
There's little blue lines right
Yeah, I
underneath
got you.
it.
I got you. I got to sort it by yards. I got you.
Yeah, I sort it by the yards. That's I go to the wide receivers and I'll look at it by the receiving yards. And your numero uno receiver is Jamar Chase.
Yes, that seems to be consensus.
With receptions, anyway. Your receiving yardage leader, though, is Justin
JJ.
Jefferson still.
Right.
Yep.
JJ
So
to JJ.
JJ to JJ and JC from JB.
Right.
Third is Nico Collins, then Brian Thomas, then Puka, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, AJ Brown, Malik Neighbors.
Third is Nico Collins because who else is he going to throw to?
Yeah, poor Tank. That seriously, that is a freaking jinx. That friendly fire ordeal, that just hurt last year. That sucked. That totally does. I hope that he can, get through that and make it back. I hope that he'll still be a solid wide receiver when he comes back next year.
Yeah.
Really do. For those who are looking for Mike Evans and company, he's outside of the top 10, folks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, he's 30, 31 now. I mean, he's always been solid. He's been solid every year of his career, and I see no reason why he won't be. But at the same time, Father Time catches everybody.
Everybody. Hell, even DK Metcalf is sitting at 18.
Well, since we are not talking about real sports and we're talking about fantasy sports, etc., I think it's time for today's fill in the blank, George. And this is going to be just you.
This ought to be interesting as all hell.
Top 10 quarterbacks according to Madden 26.
Ooh.
You've got your top 10, and I'm showing you their overalls. Let's see if I can shorten this up, make it a little bit easier to see. So let me take a gander here and pull up my cheat sheet.
This is going to be interesting. Somebody is a 99.
Somebody is a 99 overall.
Hey, Bryce. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get a lifeline. Hey, Bryce, come here.
I will give you a hint. Tis a quarterback.
Give me Mahomes at 3.
Mahomes is not a 96.
Ooh.
I can make it easy. I'm going to let you sweat it out and you figure out
Yeah.
who was
Yep.
where.
Lamar at 2.
Lamar is not 98.
Lamar at 96.
Lamar's not 96.
Bryce, you got Lamar at 1. Dang kids.
Please be aware. Madden 26 is not out yet. This is from a leak.
I know, but like I said,
Okay.
I can still pull the kid.
Sure.
One of the 85s. Give me CJ Stroud.
No. And for the record, I don't know that there's not more 85s. All I saw was top 10.
Just
So
top
there
10.
could
Okay.
theoretically be like 8 guys that are 85.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'll try Lamar at 1 then.
Yeah, I know you didn't want to.
Well, because I've watched Bryce play in the past couple,
Yeah.
and he wasn't quite all the way up there. So I was like, did he? I mean, especially after this year, he didn't win the award. Um, hmm. Josh Allen, 96?
Josh Allen is not 96. For the record, though, every name that you have said other than CJ Stroud is on this
Is
list.
on this list. I like I said, I figured CJ may have snuck in on this list.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me that he's not.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah, that he's 85 or worse.
Oh, is Josh number 2? And Mahomes is not 3.
He is not 3.
All right, hang on a quick second. That is my
Yeah.
tagger. That is my tagger. Oh, okay. 14 to 17 done. Okay, that's cool. All right, he's almost ready. All right. Is Mahomes at 95? As I say, I didn't think they'd take him down too far.
You knew he couldn't be too far down the list, regardless of how he played.
Huh. Then who the hell did you all squeeze at 3? All right, spit in the dark. Give me Brock Purdy at 85.
Brock Purdy is not at 85.
Okay. I figure I'm go for the middle of the road guys there.
I understand. You're trying to upset me. I get it. I understand. It's fine.
Give me Goff at 3.
Goff is not at 3. My God. Oh, Goff at 96. Everybody would be using the Lions. Considering the rest of that offense, everybody would be using the Lions if Goff was at 96.
Tell me why he wouldn't be. Well, then is he 88? Is he in 5? I was going to say, come on. The guy played out of his mind. How would you not have him in the top 5? Jesus.
Just little things here and there that people don't like. They queue up tape of the Washington game.
Yeah, oh, fine. That was in the playoff game.
I know. I understand.
Let's really take the full body of work from the season, and he should have a 90 score.
Just realize the Washington game was the last time we saw him play. It's the thing that is sticking in people's heads.
Well, they're not going to. Well, I don't know. It's Madden. They wouldn't put the Rook in. They put Jaden Daniels at 85? They did. Wow. Wow. But not CJ, huh?
Nope. CJ played bad. I mean, he played bad.
Well, it kind of hurts when you got no receivers
I'm not
healthy.
saying it was all his
Yeah.
fault. I'm just saying the results were not there.
All right. So, really, is the tush push at 3?
Tush push is not at 3.
Okay. Thank you.
We don't have to worry about,
Thank you. Thank you. It was making me sick to my stomach to even say it. Okay. Wow. Who the? Does number 3 really belong there?
Yes, potentially. It's one of those things where if things break right, yes. And probably the only hint I'm going to give you for 96,
Okay.
AFC.
Well, then the only other person. Yeah, but I mean, even he. Well, all right, I would have said more middle of the road, but Burrow. See, I wouldn't have gave it. I would have gave Goff the higher damn score than I would have Burrow. I mean, come on, guys. Really?
Burrow has done more with less. Yes, he's
No.
got the receivers. I understand he's got the receivers. All we've talked about since Burrow came in the league is O-line and how he
Yeah.
does not have one. So he's done more with less.
All right. So tush push at 6. That's where pretty much would guess that would belong. Now 7 through 10, it's pretty much a
Yeah, this is where it
coin
gets
flip.
tougher. I'll say this: you've got
Jordan
one
Love, give me Love it. No,
no Jordan Love. You've got one
no.
AFC and 2 NFC quarterbacks left.
It is. Wait a minute. So is Brock in the 86? Really? Okay.
I'm not going to comment. One AFC, one NFC.
Well, outside of, like I said, well, let's see who else. Kyler Murray didn't do squat. Oh, Matthew Stafford, though.
Okay.
That's a
You're missing your
kind of
AFC.
that's kind of a slap in the face. I would have actually put Stafford ahead of Purdy. I really would have.
Point.
Matthew Stafford had Puka Nacua and company. I would have probably had Stafford higher. And you said this one's an AFC.
AFC. Looking at the pennants.
Yeah, it's like wow, no CJ.
Oh.
Well, I sure as hell wouldn't be putting Tua up there.
Correct. It is not Tua.
Ain't nobody from the Steelers making it either. And,
No.
and Aaron Rodgers wasn't squad. Bo Nix?
No, that's an interesting guess. I would imagine he's probably at like the 83, 84 area. Just knowing Madden, because I mean, at this point, Madden.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have put Bo Nix above Jaden though.
No,
yeah,
they adjust as the season will go on. So firmly believe they would put Bo Nix fairly low and then just let his play increase his overall as they go.
Oh, they didn't. Really? Really? No, they did not. Mr. I throw 5 interceptions in the freaking first round of the playoffs.
Could you
Are
be
you
more specific?
where's a bolt? Oh my god, they
And
did.
khakis.
They did. Mr. Bruiser is popping in here,
I see he's attempting to.
and that's good timing because I'm going to let you two fine gents take a few minutes. He is there, and I'm going to step away for a quick second.
Sir, do you have air conditioning?
I don't.
Oh God, sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
I don't. It's 12. It's 12 grand to fix it.
Wow.
They have to replace the outdoor unit. Yeah. So it started taking a shit Friday. We managed to make it through the weekend ish. And then it really, really took a shit Sunday morning, and I couldn't figure out what it was doing. Come to find out that it had run out of coolant, out of refrigerant.
Okay.
And
That at least
essentially,
is an easy fix.
huh? What's that?
That at least is an easy fix, or should
Sort
be.
of. Sort of. So it ran out of refrigerant. What it did was when it ran out of refrigerant, it froze the coil in the furnace.
Oh,
So there's a leak somewhere in there,
yeah.
which means I have to replace the coil. But here's where the
So
fun
no
part.
longer an easy fix. Yep.
Here's where the fun part starts. My furnace is from 1997.
Okay.
It's a General Electric.
Oh. Okay.
The coil for the air conditioner was replaced in 2017. It's for a train model.
Okay.
The air conditioner that's outside my house was put in 2002, and it's an Ameristar. None of the three of them are supposed to work together. They're just band-aided and patchworked together.
Right.
So
Right.
I have to buy a whole new system.
Everything. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And it's 12 grand, and I don't qualify for the financing for it.
right.
And because my house is wrapped up in a trust, I had to go to the trustee. Well, the trustee doesn't want to take out the equity line on it. So I have no AC and I have no furnace right now. Like if it were to be winter tomorrow, I would have no heat either. So I'm in a lovely mood. And on top of that, the good night, bud. The thermostat started messing up.
Oh, well, just throw that on the fire.
It won't even send the signal down to the unit to turn it on. It just sits there and flashes like it doesn't have connection. So it's like so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It's currently 81 degrees inside my house.
I mean, that could be worse.
I grew up in an all brick house with no AC.
Yeah.
And I slept in the hottest room. I figured out how to survive.
Right. Right.
But I work outside for a living.
Right.
And it was 97 degrees today with a heat index of 107. I don't want to come home to an 81 degree house.
No, you don't. I get it.
Top 10 QBs according to Madden. How is Jared Goff? Now, don't get me wrong. How was Jared Goff a number 5?
Hey, George wanted him to be higher.
I mean, I would definitely put him above Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy. I mean, I guess 5's kind of right where he should be.
It's not horrible.
No, but I think we can put Matthew Stafford above Jaden Daniels.
I mean, I think we could put Matthew Stafford above Justin
Justin
Herbert and Brock
Herbert.
Purdy.
That too. That too. I won my 3rd race in a row.
Yes, you did. I set my lineup and then forgot race existed. it's been a week and a half, man.
I get it. 100%. We talked last night, and I said we should just move. The house is never going to be in our name. We're never going to have it. We should just move. So I think that's the plan going forward. Is I think we're going to move, and I don't know if we're going to move somewhere in Ohio or we're going to go south, young man.
Oh,
I would love to move to North Carolina. I would love to get the hell out of Ohio.
I would imagine most people would.
I mean, the economy sucks, the politics suck, the place sucks. I could move to Indiana, although their basketball team can't seem to do things either. Speaking of that game, did you see Skip Bayless's tweet about that?
Yes. Okay, Skip Bayless is like a couple other people, whether they be in entertainment or in sports or in politics, where I just don't need to see what they're saying because nothing that I see is going to do anything other than upset me. Skip Bayless is one of those people. Stephen A is another one. Because both
you
of
don't
them.
like Stephen A?
I don't. I just feel both of them are entirely self-serving. That's all they're doing. I don't even know that they believe half the stuff that comes out of their mouth. It's purely to get people to watch and talk about them, as opposed to the sport that they're covering.
See, I don't mind Stephen A. I think Stephen A makes some good points. I think he's bombastic for sure.
Definitely.
But I also think that he definitely does make some good points. I do like the way he took down the WNBA over the Caitlin Clark deal, because I think that the WNBA, everybody is quick to criticize her because she's a white girl, and then people wanted to start paying attention because she's a white girl. Okay, take advantage of it instead of being jealous and mad. Take advantage of it. You were on Greyhound buses and coach, and now you're flying charter planes.
Right.
Maybe take advantage of it.
Yeah. This is not a bad thing.
No.
Stop acting like it's a bad thing.
Did George run away? I mean, I came in late. I apologize.
He's there. He's there. He's dealing with a work issue.
I mean, at his age, he's got a lot of issues.
This is true. This is true. I can see him there in the green room. He's dealing with whatever emergency has popped up. But it's fine. It's fine. We're close to end of show here anyway, because we discussed it earlier. It's like NBA is done. NHL is done. MLB hasn't even gotten to the All-Star break. So as interesting as things are,
How dumb is it now that Connor McDavid held up the cup?
It's okay. See, George tried to bring that up, and I said, you know what? Florida was the better team,
100%.
and I think they absolutely showed that. I don't think trophy had anything to do with it.
They
I'm
won it in
sure it'll
what,
be.
6?
Was it 6 or was it 5?
5 or
Oh, hang
6?
on. Whoops. I suppose I should have typed in NHL. Florida win 4-2. So game 6 would have been nice to see a game 7, but that
I
was
think Game
obviously
7
not in the
would.
cards.
No, but I mean, like, that was a pretty damn decisive series, and
It was.
Florida definitely was the better team. I don't think Florida should be allowed to have hockey teams anymore, though. They're the ones winning it. Tampa Bay won it for what, 3 years straight,
Right.
and then
Right. When we put two teams there, we did not expect them to actually do well at any point.
no. How about we get the Atlanta Thrashers back and let's see if we can get a cup there.
Bring back the Atlanta Thrashers. Bring back 20% stadium capacity.
I tell you what, I would love to see the Nordiques back.
I think every hockey fan would. It's just the commissioner's not a hockey fan, so
I mean, Gary Bettman's not a fan of humanity either, so
right. I would absolutely love to see Quebec back and watch the province pass a law that no broadcast can be done in English. Just weird stuff like that.
I 100% would be all for it.
I have no idea what they're saying, but it's passionate.
For sure. It'd be like what? So, because I like to watch. Sometimes I will watch the soccer show on Telemundo at like 2 a.m. on a Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
And I love watching that because, man, they go all around the Latin countries, and you just hear the different Spanish dialects. Goal! There's a guy. He calls the broadcasts for the Mexican national team, and I swear to God, every time they get a goal, I think he's going to have an aneurysm.
Right.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Bring back Quebec and put a team in Moose Jaw. You know why? You don't even have to come up with a second name for the team. Just call them Moose Jaw.
Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Well, they could be the Rough Riders, the Moose Jaw Rough Riders.
We don't want to step on anybody's copyright. Just Moose Jaw. That's it.
That's wow. Moose Jaw, Wisconsin, or Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. I almost feel like Milwaukee deserves a hockey team first.
I mean, I could see it.
That's also a very crowded area, though, because you got Minnesota, you got Chicago. I would love to give Columbus the Cavs and take the Blue Jackets up here.
I don't think they're going to make that trade anytime soon.
Probably not. We probably have a better luck getting the Penguins at the moment.
No, and instead we're going to get like a team in San Diego or something ridiculous, or
to be honest though, I don't think a team in San Diego would do that bad.
It probably wouldn't.
I think towns like San Diego, Vegas are transient enough with people going there that it could support. Oh, hey, we're in town. Let's go to a game.
Right.
I want to see what Utah does next year.
Yeah.
They were what, the Mammoth? Yeah, I'm here for it. I want to see if they end up putting a team in Portland like they said they were going to.
Again, you're talking a lot of teams in close proximity. Then
I know, but I feel like the West Coast is highly underserved for hockey. But it's also, you look at, like, that's a hell of a long way to travel. Like NASCAR's schedule next year, they're talking about doing the entire West Coast swing in like a 6-week jaunt. Like, they're gonna do all of it. They're gonna after Atlanta, which is the second race of the year, it's gonna be Phoenix and Vegas and Mexico City and Texas and possibly LA or the San Diego street course. Like, they're going to do it all in one shot.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Oh, well, I'll say it for you. Good night, Gracie.
Oh, hang on. I need to find that. Say it again.
Good night, Gracie.
Oh, wait, no, I don't want to remove it. Oh.
That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Grayson.
Good night.
Good night. That's it. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
So I said, well, flip a coin, and if it comes out heads, have your hair dyed.
And if it comes out tails, say goodnight, Gracie. That takes care of the 4 minutes. Say goodnight, Grayson.
Good night.
Good night. That's it. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Good night.
So I said, well, flip a coin, and if it comes out heads, have your hair dyed.
And if it comes out tails, say goodnight, Gracie.